Hey everybody, did you know you could go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? That's why I set up the website, colinmullen.com. So hey everybody, this week I've got this painting for you. So since the beginning of the year, one of my New Year's resolutions was to get my mental health on track. So, I got a therapist, I'm trying to do the right thing by myself. And I highly recommend that as a thing because, if you're going to be alone with yourself, you might as well be alone with someone that likes you. Hi, Abby. I'm just going to leave that in. Anyway, so what that ended up being was I started rating my days on a scale of 1 to 5. And then I realized that there was like a little bit more nuance to that, 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. There were some days where I'm like, this isn't quite a 4, but it's really not a 3, 3 being an average day. And so I started adding like pluses and minuses to the system. So a 3 plus is like basically a 3, but on its way to 4, but more a 3 than a 4. And then, a 4 minus would be a 4, but on its way down to a 3, but still mostly a 4. And that allowed me enough like variability in how I rated that I was able to get a lot more accurate answers. Then I converted all those numbers into colors, pure white being, 5 plus, the best possible day that I could possibly have. Everything is going right, and I'm just like, man, I love living my life. Everything's great. 3 being like, this was an average day. I wouldn't say it was great. I wouldn't say it's bad. I just had a day, And that'll be represented by teal. And then lastly, we have, I had the worst day ever. That feeling of, I can't imagine that anything would ever go right again. Like, reality cannot be any crueler to me than it is right now. Like, I am doing really poorly. I'm trying to dance around exactly what I'm talking about here because I don't want to get completely removed from YouTube, but I'm not having a good day, and that would be represented by black. So, ideally I'd have, most days leaning towards a lighter teal and very few days that are on the darker end of the spectrum, fewer dark days ahead. So, I then divided the paper or the canvas up into 1.5 square inch things that left a border because of math reasons. You've got 4 months. This will allow it to be a triptych. I guess I should have mentioned that's part of this as well. A triptych used to be used in a lot of religious paintings, and you would use one to represent the birth of Christ, and then another to be his life, and then the last one to be his death, and then a resurrection, Christian stuff. And then it started getting adapted by other people. So this is going to be my triptych for the year, is I'm going to have 3 of these paintings, each one representing a 4-month span. 4 times 3, 12. There you go. You've got a triptych. In order to make that work, however, I'm going to have to divide that up into days, and the days have to be able to fit onto a 16 by 20 canvas. And at the size of 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, that leaves a bit of an edge. And so I just painted the edge black because, I'm not doing great, and I figured that should be represented as part of the border as well. All in all, I would say that this painting is okay. I could have done better, and I really wish that I had been able to get just like the line quality is not really where I want it. I think when I zoom in for the signature, you'll see what I mean. There's just like a sketchiness to the line's edge, and that's going to take a lot of cleanup work and something that I am going to try and do. And so you will see me actually sign this work at some point, and then I keep going, I keep painting because I'm not actually happy with it. But I want to make sure that this actually gets done in time. So I will probably continue to clean this painting up a bit even after this video goes out. But suffice to say, I'm going to make sure that this doesn't have any real rough edges, and I'm going to try and make it so that way each edge is super clean. I'm going to continue to try and do that in the future. I think maybe tape lines or something would help with that, but I'm not entirely sure what the best path forward is. But yeah, that's my project for this year, and that's where I'm at on it. I hope you enjoyed this topic. I'm not going to talk about it as much in the future on the other 2 that will be coming, because I could just link back to this and have this be the explanation of them. So yeah, I think that's basically the video. But hey, hold up, before you go, I wanted to tell you about patreon.com/RevScarecrow. You know, the place where you can support me doing this art stuff. A bunch of people have done that, and a bunch of people have done that at the $5 tier or more. And that's the tier where I'm supposed to thank you down here in the credits and say your name. Again, that's for anyone at the $5 tier or more. I'll say your name in the end here. Just like this. Watch this. Thank you to my mom and dad. I love you. Thank you, Wapfu. Thank you, Toph Houndor. Almost got it wrong. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Skelecorgi. Thank you, Sanja R. Thank you, Reverend Joe. Thank you, Retrograde. Thank you, Mortis. Thank you, Maliciousness. Thank you, Lost Nevada. Thank you, Kayla Hollinger. Thank you, Gala. Thank you, Gabriel Bennett. Thank you, Egg. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Chiptune Glitch. Thank you, Bungle Paws. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Bep. Thank you, BD648. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Acrobus. And thank you, Ads! Yeah, you know, I could do that exact thing for you. You know, you could be in the credits and I could say your name. So, you know, patreon.com/RevScarecrow. I don't know. Just check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. A little bit more on this painting than I normally do, rather than, you know, going into an extreme topic. But hey, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.